come up here. How are you? How are you, sir? Get up here. How are you?
Good.
Okay, Molly, get everybody. Yeah, we get everybody.
Peter, can you get this?
Let's get you up here. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
No, that's fine. Is Aletha going to talk?
Yeah.
The bandbox. No, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Okay, great. So we want to thank everybody for being here today. This is about signing Executive Order 1812, commonly known as Ban the Box. I want to especially thank my friend Senator Aletha Faust-Godot. She came to me with the idea, and we talked about it in the office, and really was very passionate about it, and I really appreciate it. I've been talking with a lot of other senators and business leaders across the state, mayors from Kansas City, Kansas, and others, and that they have found that this is a policy that works and makes a difference for people. I want to thank a number of senators that are here with us today: Senator Haley, Representative Finney, Senator Olson, Senator Baumgardner, Senator Wagle, and Senator Estes. There he is, Senator Hensley. I want to thank a number of people for being here. Secretary Joe Norwood of the Department of Corrections has had an important part. And I also want to mention that there are a number of cities across our state that have had similar policies. City of Topeka, Kansas City, Kansas, and Wichita have all paved the way by implementing this policy. And I'm thankful for the hard work of the people here and who brought this initiative forward. Thousands of Kansans who have served criminal penalties subsequently return their homes, and they return to their communities across our state. They're seeking potential employment opportunities. They want to be a part of our community once again. And unfortunately, the current process disqualifies otherwise capable applicants before they have a chance to explain and discuss their past setbacks. Individuals with criminal records often experience obstacles that increase the difficulties associated with successfully re-entering society. We want them to have gainful employment. Employment has been shown to reduce recidivism rates dramatically, and it provides additional financial stability for former offenders. The Kansas Department of Corrections statistics have shown that the overall recidivism rate in the state of Kansas is about 36%. However, if those individuals have gainful employment, that recidivism rate drops almost in half, down to 20%. We can clearly see that given the time and opportunity, those offenders who have jobs lead better lives and become a full member of our community. Many other states have adopted policies revising their state employment practices to lower barriers to individuals with criminal histories seeking to re-enter the workforce. There include more than 30 different states that have already adopted some form of ban-the-box policy. There's a national ban-the-box initiative that has brought renewed attention to the value of discussing an applicant's criminal history later in the hiring process rather than at the first screen. It provides applicants with the opportunity to explain their unique facts and circumstances and what has happened to them and how their lives have changed. The true character of any Kansan is measured by how we respond to adversity and the work that they put in to make their lives better and the lives around them better. I think that is a great opportunity and a lesson for all of us. Now, here's the other part. It's important for us economically. Today, in the state of Kansas, we have 50,000 open jobs across the state. Our unemployment rate is 3.4%, and employment is nearing historic highs. We need people. We need good Kansans with good jobs, and this is our opportunity. There are a number of businesses that have done the exact same thing. I want to commend companies like Walmart, Home Depot, Koch Industries. All of them have taken their own action to bring these practices to find good people to fill open positions. Now, I'm proud to take the same step in the executive branch of Kansas state government, and that's why we are helping our fellow Kansans to lead more successful lives. Within 90 days of this order, all executive branch departments and agencies under the jurisdiction of the Office of the Governor shall take action to do the following. During the initial stage of state employment application, job applicants will not be asked whether they have a criminal record, and a criminal record shall not automatically disqualify an applicant from receiving an interview. This order shall not apply when a criminal history would make an applicant ineligible for a position. For example, there may be a law or a regulation that prohibits someone from holding a job due to a prior criminal record. We will respect that. It is still permissible to inquire about a criminal record in the initial application stage and disqualify an applicant from further review for this reason. We want to make sure that everyone applying for a job in the executive branch of Kansas government has a fair interview process and is given every chance to explain their past and succeed in their future. I want to thank all of these people here today for their hard work on this issue. And I'd like to first introduce Senator Aletha Faust-Godot, who's been a real champion for this issue. Aletha?
Thank you, Governor Colyer. I appreciate you using your power, your executive power, to implement Ban the Box. This measure will allow individuals to get their foot in the door, to get that interview. I have heard from individuals that they know that their application has been tossed in the trash and they don't even get that opportunity. I also want to thank all of you who are standing here today. This is certainly an example of working together for the constituents and the individuals that we represent here in the Kansas legislature. I want to say also, I don't see Mark Dugan, but he was really instrumental in this as well. I've already been receiving some text messages from individuals from Wichita who has worked on this issue for a long, long time. I represent a host of families that have members who are incarcerated. And one of the requirements that we have, as you know, Governor Colyer, is that we want those individuals upon releasement from our correctional facilities to get gainful employment. And it's hard to do with that question on the application, have you ever been convicted of a felony? So this will certainly is a catalyst to helping Kansans get back to work, to grow our economy, to whereas individuals can have gainful employment, add to the tax base, as opposed to being a liability on taxpayers. This is great. This is awesome. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic to see people get the opportunities to apply for a job and get that real one-on-one, eye-to-eye opportunity to apply for a job to provide for their families. Again, thank you so much to all that has been a part of this. And again, Governor Colyer, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'd like to ask Senate President Susan Wagle to say a couple of words as well.
Okay, thank you, Governor. Thank you, Governor, for leading by example. This is something that we need to implement by law. It's the right thing to do. As a faith-based nation and a faith-based state, we believe in giving everyone opportunity, and we believe in forgiveness, and we believe in new beginnings and fresh starts. And so I'm very thankful because I believe with this governor's first step, this will help us pass legislation that enacts this same type of application for all people who are looking for a job in the private and in the state situation that the governor has just released. So I'm very thankful for his leadership, and I think this is going to lead to legislation that does the same thing.
Great. I'd like to ask Senator David Haley to speak next.
Thank you, Governor Colyer. To emphasize how often we see good applicants who are immediately screened and are then rejected has been codified by changing the policy by this executive order. I'm grateful for the leadership that the governor is showing that the rest of the state hopefully will adhere to in legislation that will broaden banning the box to prevent otherwise qualified applicants from being a part of our economy. It bears repeating that we will grow the economy by this executive order today, and that it could be expanded to many other opportunities that we have throughout our state. I'm grateful for the advocacy of the legislators who have been mentioned and those that will follow, of the commission that's here, and many advocates around the state who, working in concert with the governor, are seeing to it that this is taking place today. It's a great day for employment opportunities and for all people in Kansas, and I'm pleased to see that we're here today to celebrate it.
I'd like to ask Senator Bud Estes as well. Senator?
Thank you, Governor. This is a very great day for Kansas. I think this is definitely a step in the right direction. We've been working on some other legislation that has recently come across that has to do with licensure, and that's another really good effort and a great step in the right direction. So we're moving the way we need to go, and we all are familiar with people that have had some unfortunate incidents in their lives, and they need another chance, and this will definitely give them a chance to rejoin the society. So thank you very much.
And I'm sorry. Oh, yes. I would like to have Representative Gail Finney speak as well.
I'm so glad that we're having this opportunity today for Ban the Box to become a reality in Kansas. For some of you who may know, there's been a couple bills introduced in the legislature, and just in March of 2017, we had an in-depth hearing, but the bill wasn't worked. So to see this happen and to be able to represent the citizens of Kansas that have struggled for so long to take care of their families, and at the same time, I think this is going to reduce recidivism in Kansas, and it's going to be able to provide job opportunities and an economic benefit for Kansas. So I am so grateful to our governor for stepping up. And when I mentioned it to several people that Governor Colyer is bringing Ban the Box to reality, everybody's like, Governor Collier's doing that? And I'm like, yes. Kudos to the governor. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you.
This policy was implemented in Kansas City, Kansas, and I'd like to ask Mayor Albee from KCK to give you a little bit of his experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and again, congratulations to the state of Kansas for this wise move by Governor Colyer, and for the support by so many people across the community of Kansas. So Kansas City, Kansas began tracking the information after banning the box in mid-2016. Applicants disclosed in interviews, when they did get a chance to interview because we had banned the box, they did disclose that of those individuals who applied to the unified government, 5 had been convicted of felonies, 37 of misdemeanors, and 8 had been in diversion. And the unified government has hired 9 of those applicants. There were 2 that had diversion history, and the others had been convicted of misdemeanor. What this simply does is it gives people an opportunity to make amends. You know, if we really get into the experience of those who've been in prison, they want out. And they want out beyond out of prison. They want to make a life. And this is an opportunity for them to make a life for themselves, for their family, for their neighborhoods. And so again, I applaud the efforts of all those who are involved in this and for this most recent action by Governor Colyer. Thank you.
We are done with this part of it. Do we have the document? So we can.
Let's make it real.
We'll make it real.
I can.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Great. All right, we'll get everybody in. Make sure I'm signing on the right line here. Okay. And today's date is the 2nd of May. Okay.
Gone so fast.
And we're going to sign and make it official. There we go. All right. I want to say thank you to everybody. This is a bipartisan effort, and
Yeah.
I think it is something that's putting Kansans first. And I want to just thank all of you for your hard work, and we truly appreciate it.
Thank you so much.